What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, I'm Kaylan, I'm 24 and I film a lot of lifestyle and productivity content. And welcome to everybody's favorite video of the month. We have my monthly reset routine. You guys don't hate me, I know. I did not post one last month. I just got really behind, and by the time I was gonna be able to post it, it would have been like May 4th, and I felt like that was just like a little too late in the month. We're back though. We have our June reset routine. I'm not gonna skip one for the rest of the year. I promise every single month I will have a reset routine up. Like I said, it was just kind of like an off month, but we're back with another monthly reset routine. I actually watched, I think it was Rachel Vin's video, like her monthly reset routine, and she included a lot more things that I really liked, which I think I want to start including in these videos. So if you guys haven't seen one of my monthly reset routines, typically we go over our goals. So we go over our goals from last month, mark off what we achieved, what we didn't achieve. We set new goals for obviously the month coming up, and then we go over our budget and go through you know, all the fun stuff. We see how much we made, how much we spent, and then we set a budget for the month coming up too. So I love that layout, but I feel like it can be very repetitive just going over the goals and the budget. So I want to add like some new things in the mix. So she actually included, I think it was her favorite book and her favorite TV show, and she included a few other things. I really like that idea though, so I want to start including my favorite book that I read during like the month previously, my favorite TV show that I watched for the month, and then I think that's good for now. But comment down below if there's anything else you guys want me to go over, like maybe my favorite purchase for the month, maybe something good that happened during the month before. I'm not really sure. Comment down below though if there's anything else you guys would want to see. But for now, we're gonna go over our favorite book, favorite TV show, goals for the month, and then our monthly budget. So it should be fun. If you guys are new here and you do like this video, please make sure to subscribe before you go. I'd love to have you join our little fam. And without further ado, let's hop right into this reset routine. All right, let's talk about our goals first. I kind of just want to go over our goals because I want to touch on something really quickly, because to be honest, May, I didn't even show you guys my May goals because I didn't do a reset routine, but May for me was actually a really good month. Like I feel like I accomplished a lot. I feel good. I like really got in a good workout routine, but I did not achieve most of my goals. Like literally I was going through them before this video. I was like, nope. So I just want to say, like, if you guys feel like you had a really good month but you didn't achieve the goals that you like actually set for yourself on paper, don't be so hard on yourself. Like, it's fine. I always say this during my reset routines, but next month is a new month. It's a fresh start. You can, you know, set the same goals and try to achieve them next month. But if you feel like you had a good month, don't be so hard on yourself just because you didn't achieve what you had like written down on paper. It's fine. You're still doing amazing. Okay, so May goals. I'm just gonna go through these really quickly. Like I said, you guys actually did not see these because I did not film myself like creating these, but for personal, I had wake up at 7:15 Monday through Friday. I did not do that. I am just not a morning person. I set this goal for myself every single month, like create a consistent morning routine, get up early, and I'm just not a morning person. We'll try again next month. So I did not do that though. Try a new coffee shop. I did not do that either. Spring clean. I did not do that either. And read one book. I didn't do that either. Like I said though, it's fine. I still feel like I had a really good month even though I did not achieve anything that I wanted to personally on here. For fitness, do 3 Pilates classes a week. I did. If you guys like watch my vlogs, I feel like I've been talking about Pilates so much, but I just started Pilates recently and I absolutely love it. Lift 3 times a week. I actually have stopped lifting as much since I am going to Pilates. I need to like just try to like balance both now. Drink my greens daily. I said no to this. I feel like I drank my greens probably like 75 or 80% of the days in the month, but technically that's not daily, so I said no. And then close my loops daily. I did not do this. Devin and I have not been walking as much because he hurt his foot, and so we haven't been taking Maya on as many walks, so I did not close my loops daily either. Moving on to social media, for Instagram posts, I did this, you guys. I did this. I think this is like the first month in a long time that I've actually made 4 Instagram posts. I am the worst when it comes to taking pictures to actually like post on my feed on Instagram. I can post stories all day, but 4 Instagram posts, like that's a lot for me, you know? I don't get ready too often, so I'm happy with that. Post on stories daily. I said no to this, but honestly, I posted on stories way more than I ever have, so I still feel good about how much I posted. I just didn't post on stories daily. By the way, if you guys don't already, definitely make sure to go follow me on Instagram. I'll leave it down below. It's just Kaylan_Kerbler. And then 7 YouTube videos, that's gonna be a no too. I'm gonna end up with 5 or 6. This is actually going up in May too, so probably 5. When it comes to business, I only have half of these checked off because the other ones I'm not sure since it's not the end of the month yet, but 50,000 on Amazon, that's in revenue. If you guys are new here, I have my own online Amazon business, so 50,000 in revenue. We're gonna be so close. We're at like 43, I think, right now, and we still have a few days left, so it's gonna be so close to 50, but I'm not sure. One new budget template, I'm in the process of creating another budget template, and then I promise I'm going to move on like from creating something other than budget template. If you guys didn't know, I do have my own Etsy store that I created because I found a passion in creating like budget templates and finance spreadsheets for you guys, and I've just been getting so much feedback, and it's so cool to just see people across the world like say how this has actually helped them so much with their finances because I created these from scratch. You guys will see one today because obviously I use one for myself, but I created another budget template that's a little bit more in depth, and it just also has a different layout. But after I'm done creating this one, I want to create like other personal finance spreadsheets, like maybe a debt tracker, a credit card tracker, spending tracker, something along those lines, rather than just like a budget template. And then we have my fitness tracker. So I worked out 12 times already this month. I'm probably going to end around 14 or 15, which is by far the most that I've ever worked out, like probably within the past year, like consistently for a month. So I'm hoping we can keep that up next month. All right, now let's look at the goals that I set for June. I say this every month, but please ignore how bad my bullet journal looks. It's here to be functional, not pretty and aesthetic. I'm not that girl, okay? I try, but I'm just not very artistic. So yeah, it does not look the best, but it's very functional. I have read 1 book. So I've been so consistent in reading, except I fell off last month. So hopefully this month, well, not hopefully, we will read another book this month. Take my greens and vitamins daily. I want to like really stay consistent. A lot of these are, you know, similar to last month, but take my greens and vitamins daily. Reduce my added sugar. And yes, I did spell reduce wrong. I put 2 C's. Don't ask me why. And then I need to start updating my budget weekly. That's a goal this month because at the end of the month, every single month, I have an entire month of transactions to go through, and then a lot of times I'll forget. Like if I go to Target and I get groceries and I see $30 at Target, then I forget if it's like for groceries or if I went and got a t-shirt. So I've been trying to be better at updating that weekly, so that way it's still fresh in my mind of like what I got and like what needs to go where. For fitness, once again, Pilates 3 times a week. I want to lift 2 times a week, and then I just need to in general just do more cardio. Like I'm just not a cardio person, but I really need to start just like, you know, getting my endurance up a little bit. So I want to start doing more cardio too. For social media, sign 2 brand deals. So I actually have 2 brand deals going up in the month of June, but I actually want to like sign 2 more. So sign 2 brand deals. I want to hit 11,000 on YouTube. We're so close. We're already at like 10,500, I think. So that should be pretty achievable. Just talk. This is such like a weird goal, but talk on Instagram stories more because I really like connect with people on Instagram when they talk to the camera, and for some reason like that makes me so nervous. I think it's because half of my following is still like people that I went to high school with and college with, so like they know me, and the other half of my following is you guys, and I feel so much more comfortable talking to you guys than like people I went to high school with. And obviously like if it's girls that I went to high school with and they watch my videos and like they support me, like that's totally fine, but it's just like the people who follow me because they know me but not because of like my YouTube channel or Instagram. It's just kind of weird, but I just like need to forget about them. They can unfollow me if they want and just talk on Instagram stories more. That way, like, because I'm not the best at uploading YouTube videos consistently, if you guys have been around, you guys know that. So I at least want to be able to connect with you like on a daily basis on another platform. Coffee break. Okay, and then the next one is 5 YouTube videos. This is definitely a lot more of a realistic goal for me. It's 1 a week and then like an extra one. So, oh, hold on, I'm sitting on my foot. So hopefully, not hopefully, I keep saying that. We are gonna post 5. I need to change my mindset. We're gonna post 5 YouTube videos in June. And then for business, my first one is, like I said, create a finance spreadsheet, so something other than a budget template. 50,000 once again on Amazon, and 13% margin. And then I have my little fitness tracker down here. All right, so we are done with the goals. We're gonna move on to favorite book, favorite TV show, and then we'll move on to our budget. So favorite book, I did not finish a book in the month of May, but I'll talk about the book that I'm reading now. So my rabbit chewed it up, so it's very, very chewed up. If you guys watched my vlog, I showed you guys, like she got a hold of it. So I started this book actually the first week of May, and I had every intention obviously of finishing it within the month of May. as you guys can see, I am nowhere near done with it. That's actually that's the beginning. So I think I'm on page like 40. For me, honestly, this book was so hard to get into, and I think it was like the multiple character perspectives. I've personally never read a book that had like multiple perspectives like that, and I know a lot of people don't like books like that. And once I got past like page 30, like 25, 30, like once I really gave it, I feel like a fair chance, I actually don't mind it because it's interesting, like seeing a scene play out from someone else's perspective and then flipping that scene and like seeing it play out from the other person's perspective, so that way you actually get like a deeper look into the character's mind, if you will, so that way you can actually see what they're both thinking in that situation rather than only one side of it. So I actually really like it. I wouldn't want multiple perspectives, like 3 or 4 different people. I feel like I would not like that at all. But because it's like a guy and a girl, and like, I don't know, I actually like seeing like how they both feel in the situation and kind of understanding that. So yeah, I'm reading Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. Comment down below though if you guys have read this, and let me know what you thought. Like, obviously don't give any spoilers, but let me know if you guys like this or not. Favorite TV show? This is a tough one. It's between 2. So I would say it's between The Ultimatum and Love is Blind. I think I'm gonna have to go with Love is Blind though, because I watched both seasons. Devin and I did. It's so funny because I'm someone, like, I really don't like shows like that. I don't really like The Bachelor. Like, it's fine, but like, I'm not someone who like loves Bachelor Sundays. Yeah, we watched The Ultimatum and 2 series of Love is Blind in the month of May, so that would definitely have to be my favorite show is Love is Blind. All right, I am sweating. It is so hot in here with the lights. Also, my sweatshirt is from Princess Polly. I love it. It just says New York, and it's really comfy, but it's also really hot too. All right, now that that's done, we're gonna head over to my computer for the last portion of our monthly reset routine. We're gonna go over to the budget. I'm gonna screen record. We're gonna talk about how much I spent in the month of May. We're gonna set a budget for June, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So let's head over to our budget spreadsheet. Okay, this might not be the best angle. I just got a new desk and I don't have as much room to like set you guys on it, so hopefully this is fine. But this is obviously what the budget template looks like for the month of May. I will have this link down below for you guys, and I always run a discount code. So if you guys use code RESET20, you will actually get 20% off your order. So it's only a few dollars, but it's just, you know, my way of saying thank you for watching my monthly reset routine and purchasing. So you guys get 20% off with code RESET20. At the top here, we have our income summary, we have a budget summary, and then we have a budget and actual chart that just shows you, you know, obviously how much you budgeted compared to how much you actually, you know, brought in or spent. We have a bill summary, expenses summary, savings investment summary, and extra debt summary. We have a little note section here in case there's anything that you guys need to remember for the month, and then an expense breakdown. I really like this. I've never seen this actually on another budget spreadsheet. This is super helpful to me just to know if there's any expense category that I'm spending absolutely way too much in compared to other, you know, obviously expense categories. So for me, groceries was a little high this month, as you guys can see. So I do need to work on that, but I just like having the visual. Like, 1 month my miscellaneous was like way higher than anything else, and so I just automatically knew I need to chill on my miscellaneous spending. But I'll kind of go over like the key categories and like what I really need to improve on. And then I don't actually have my income build in yet because I just have a lot of things kind of up in the air. If I'm gonna get paid this month, next month, how much I'm gonna get paid. So I did not fill that in yet, just because it's kind of hard since I filmed this early in the month. Earlier, I should say, not early in the month, but yeah. But I have my, obviously my rent, Wi-Fi, utilities. Devin and I, we split all of our bills and groceries in half. So, you know, obviously everything is going to be double in this category for like our full amount. For expenses, we definitely went over in groceries. We were so bad about, you know, spending too much money on groceries, and then we were so good. Like, we really tried to do better. This month is kind of, it's too much. It's not as bad as it has been, but it definitely needs to be cut down. Like I said, this number is cut in half, you guys. So we spent $880 on groceries, which is a lot, and we definitely need to not spend that much. Same with restaurants. We were way over our restaurant budget. For coffee, I'm actually so proud of myself. If you guys have been watching my monthly reset routines, and you guys know, like, this is so good for coffee. I have found a really good, I've shared it in a few vlogs, at-home coffee recipe, and it is truly like, I hardly feel like I get coffee anymore. And the only reason why this is actually as high as it is because I'll get like a breakfast sandwich and coffee sometimes after Pilates, and so the breakfast sandwich is like $6. So really, I only spent like $20 on coffee this month, which I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for that, because this is one of my definitely lower months in coffee. For the gym, I have my Pilates membership, and I told you guys, like, Pilates, it's way too expensive. I hate that I love it so much because it costs so much. It costs $220 a month, or $229 a month. Gifts, it was Mother's Day, so obviously we have some gifts in there. Subscriptions, oh my gosh, I really need to cancel some subscriptions. I just actually signed up for QuickBooks for YouTube, so that way I can track my income a little bit better and write off a lot of these subscriptions since I do use them for my channel. So that was like $30 a month. I did not realize how much QuickBooks was. And then we just have like some random app store subscriptions in here, but I really need to get that down to like at least $100 a month. I feel like is fair. Yeah, that's pretty much how my May went. Honestly, I feel like it's average. I spent way too much in groceries. Other than that, everything's pretty normal. I did buy some clothes, but I mean, it's not too crazy. I didn't do like really good, but I also feel like I didn't spend a lot either. But there's definitely some room for improvement. So we're gonna go over to June and set our budgets for June. So my goal actually with June is, I'm not gonna have a no spend month. For me, that's just very unrealistic, to be honest. But I'm telling you guys here to hold myself accountable to this, I wanna have a really minimal spend. Like not a no spend, but a minimal spend in the month of June. So really, I don't want to spend anything on things that I don't need. So like restaurants is fine, groceries are fine, subscriptions is fine, but I don't really want to spend too much in like miscellaneous, like very minimal spend on categories that, once again, like I don't absolutely need. Obviously we're gonna have some gifts since Father's Day is in there, but I really want this to be a very minimal spend month. So for my budget for AdSense, I already set in my goals. I wanted this to be $500. Brand deals, I do have a few brand deals. We're gonna say, and I also include my affiliate like link commission in this just because I honestly don't make a lot off of that, so I just kind of include it in brand deals. We're gonna say $500 for brand deals. We're gonna say $1,200 from Amazon. Once again, this is my Amazon business. I reinvest, Devin and I, we reinvest a lot of it back into the company, so we only take what we need to pretty much pay the bills. And then other, Etsy has actually been doing really good for me. So other, I'm gonna say $500 too. For income, hopefully we're expected to make $2,700, which I'm happy with. Obviously, we want this to increase a lot as the year goes, but for being, you know, self-employed for only a few months, I feel like this is good. You guys have been watching this since the start. I think my first one was in the month of October, and then I didn't really start doing these until January. I think my income for October was like $800 or $900, just because that's like right when I started my business. So, you know, we've grown from there, and we're gonna continue growing from $2,700. Over to groceries, and you guys can actually see up here, so we have $1,687 left to budget, and same with this. So this goes based off of the income that you have budgeted. So obviously any expense or bill, it subtracts out of your income. So you can see at the bottom, we have $1,687 left to budget. Groceries, I'm gonna say $350. I don't even know. Honestly, I have no clue how much to budget for gas. I'm gonna say 75. I feel like I don't go anywhere, but even if you fill up like twice, it's still so expensive now. Gym, like I said, is $229 plus my Planet Fitness membership, which is $25. So for miscellaneous, like I said, this is gonna be a very, very minimal spend month. We're gonna say $75. That's a good goal, $75. I feel like it's definitely realistic. Like if I get like one or two things, it still like really, really cuts back on that. Self-care is $0. I do not need anything. I'm fine. We have fresh nails. We're good. Clothing, $0. I don't need any clothes. Gifts, so I'm gonna say $75 for gifts since it's Father's Day. Subscriptions, I need to go through and cancel a lot of subscriptions. I feel like $191 is way too expensive, so I'm going to say we're gonna get it down to $115, and honestly it still needs to be lower than that. So that leaves us with $613 left to budget, which is now gonna go all into my savings. In my short-term savings, I honestly don't really feel like I need a lot in there right now, so we're just gonna say 100. My long-term savings, since we have $513 left, I'm gonna say $400, and then I'm gonna put the $113. We're just gonna say $100. I'll leave the 13 just kind of wherever. $100 in my Roth IRA. So our budget for June is done. One more thing I want to show you guys in this budget template is the annual dashboard, because honestly this is my favorite part. So I did create an annual dashboard, which is really, really nice because it kind of gives you an idea of, you know, your income. March is obviously a very good income month for me. There's an income summary, so that way you can actually see how your income has changed as the year goes, which for me, hopefully it's going up. Cash flow summary, so this gives you a really good idea of where your money is going. Is it going into your savings? Is it going more towards debt? Is it going more towards expenses? So for me, as the year goes, I really want to kind of transition this into less expenses and more savings and really grow that savings portion. And then for savings and investment summary, I have my savings goals down here. And so this shows me like how, you know, close I am to achieving those goals and how much more I have left to go. That pretty much wraps up this monthly reset routine. Before we go though, I just quickly want to say, like, if you guys don't do a monthly reset routine, I highly, highly encourage you guys do so. Honestly, I feel like it has completely transform the way that I look at my finances, like especially the budgeting section. It doesn't have to be on this Excel spreadsheet. It can be on paper, it can be on another budget template, whatever you want. Just starting a budget and really sticking to it has, like I said, it's completely transformed the way that I've looked at my finances. And I've gotten so much feedback from you guys on Etsy of like, wow, like this has changed my life pretty much. And that is the reason why I am so passionate about doing this. Do I like, you know, I like budgeting, but do I like coming on here and be like, oh yeah, I only made, you know, $2,000 this month? It's not the most exciting thing in the world for me financially. Do I make the most? No, and that's because I'm in the process of growing a business and I know that and I'm fine with that. But for me though, the real reason why I do this is, well, one, because you guys love it. Like, I get so many DMs, when is your monthly reset routine coming? And I just love that you guys love it so much. But just because I am passionate about sharing it, and I really, like, everyone in my life, I'm like, you need to start a budget, you need to start doing this, because a budget doesn't have to be negative. And I kind of want to make a video revolving around like how to create a budget, because for some reason so many people think of budgeting as negative, or like a budget as a negative thing, like, oh, I have to budget. But a budget doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be restrictive. It just shows you where your money is going. And if you're fine with that, if you're like, oh yeah, I spent, you know, $1,000 on groceries or $1,000 on miscellaneous, and you make enough and you're fine with that, then like, that's perfect. Like, you don't need to be restrictive with it. For me, because I am trying to, you know, save more and grow my business, I am restrictive with it because I need to be saving my money. But if you're comfortable where you're at and you feel like you don't need to save more and you make enough to cover everything, like, you can still have a budget just to know where your money is going. And trust me, like, going through your transactions individually, it will really make you realize, like, wow, I can really cut back on this, or wow, I didn't realize I was spending this much on this. And aside from that, it has honestly eliminated the anxiety that I get when I check my bank account. Like, you guys know, if you know, you know, like when you click on your bank app and it's loading, like, and you see how much is in your bank account, it's like, it's anxiety. Like, you're like, oh my God, what happened to all my money? Like, where'd it go? I thought I had way more than this. Budgeting for me has really eliminated that because I'm checking my finances a lot more. I kind of have a general idea of what I'm spending my money on and where I'm spending it. So for me, and it's completely, I won't say completely, but mostly eliminated that anxiety for me, and that for me has been a huge relief. And so once again, just like knowing where you are financially, and if it's not good, don't avoid it. I feel like that's what a lot of people do. Like, they aren't in the best place financially, so they don't even want to look. They don't want to budget. They don't even want to look at what they're spending their money on. But it's like, if you're not in a good place financially, you just have to face it head on. You have to look at what you're spending your money on, what you can cut out, what you can increase, and, you know, go from there. So basically, I'm saying all that to say, if you guys don't do a monthly budget, obviously if you made it this far, you're somewhat interested in doing a monthly budget, absolutely, at least try it for a few months. I guarantee once you start doing it, you won't stop. Like, no matter how much you make, a budget can always be beneficial for somebody. Key takeaway from all this is budget, budget, budget. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are new here, please make sure to subscribe before you go. Like I said, comment down below if you guys like the little, you know, favorite book and favorite show of the month. Comment down below if there's anything else that you guys want to see in these videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.